Well, I can talk, I guess, in terms of, at least personally, a bill which I haven't quite gotten over the finish line yet, but we'll see very soon, I hope. And that was a bill that actually I was approached by the Indiana Attorney General's office about, and that's it's called the Senior Consumer Protection Act. And this is an act which I think will afford to seniors who may have unfortunately been the victim of overreaching, undue influence, even intimidation, as sadly does occur on occasion, even from other family members. This will afford them an additional civil remedy that they could use to hopefully recoup their assets and to obtain protection against that happening in the future. So that's been a good thing for us. We've had a couple of work bills or work-related bills where we're looking at the future of Indiana and how can Indiana move on to a better economy in terms of, for example, House Bill 1002, which is a bill sponsored by all of the leaders of the four caucuses, both sides of the aisle, to say that we need to have a statewide strategy on doing this and forming a council within which to come up with that strategy as to how best move Indiana ahead economically. Been a lot of discussion too, and about how do we get, address the skills gap that exists in the state of Indiana. We know we could attract more businesses to our state if we can only be able to assure those potential employers that we have a workforce that can do the jobs. So for the first time, I think we're really talking at least about how do we address those skills, even looking at it on a regional basis as to, in various regions of the state, what type of skills should we really be looking at for workers to have. Probably the next step in that, though, and the concern I have is, have we really put enough resources into getting people those skills? So we'll continue to work on that. The budget, we just passed out of the Senate, our version of the budget, which had some good things in it, including more money for public education. A little disappointed it didn't fully restore the cuts that were made by Governor Daniels a couple of years ago, but we did put some more money into the budget for public education. We also put some money into roads and streets and infrastructure type of projects, which will put people to work. Again, I think we could probably put even more into that, and I would prefer to have that. But those are some of the major things that I think we have at least started to address.